Hey guys, this is April Leon and welcome to my channel.
Ooh, you miss me? I know.
To all my returning subscribers, thank you for always watching my videos, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell icon so when I release a new video you will be the first to get notified. And also watch this video to the end. This is a sewing tutorial of the last video I just posted, so if you've not watched that video, go ahead and watch the video of how I cut this beautiful off-shoulder dress with a ruffle at the down part and a puff sleeve. Okay, so I went ahead to cut all my pattern, added my fusible, so I'm going to go ahead now to join the center front to the side front of this bustier. So I'm going to use half an inch to join them. I'll join the first side and then I'll join the second side to the center front. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to do the same thing for the lining of this front pattern. I'm going to join the both sides too. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring my back pattern and hold the dart using half an inch to hold the dart. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead to and also do that to this lining, and I'll go ahead and iron it. If you look closely, I opened the half-inch seam and then used S-tape to hold it down with iron. I pressed it, so this will make the bustier to stand firm, like it will be very firm, okay, without having those wrinkles you usually have when you use warding. So I've gone ahead to join my lining to my main fabric. I'm joining the neck, okay. I'm joining the neck with 1/4 of an inch. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and notch the neckline to make it flat when I iron it. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and top stitch the lining. All right, once I'm done with top stitching, I'm going to go ahead and then join the side lining to the main bodice for both sides. Okay, so once I was done, I went ahead to turn the bustier, and this is what it looks like. It's already coming out very pretty. Look at how that bustier is standing. So for the back pattern, I held the dart using 5 inches. I sewed it with half of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to join the neckline of the lining with the main bodice. So I'm going to go ahead, notch, and also top stitch. I did the same thing that I did for the front bustier. Okay, once I was done with that, I went ahead to sew the side seam and then I turned it. I'm going to go ahead and work on my down pattern now. I added S-tape to the lower part of the main fabric, the sequin. This is so that when I join the lining to the down part and when I'm going to iron it, it's just going to relax and look very pointed at the bottom. So I'm going to join the lining with the main fabric at the bottom with half an inch. I'm going to top stitch it at that point, and then I'm going to go ahead and also hold the sides with 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to turn it. I'll do the same thing for the back bodies. I will iron it and then I'll come back. Once I was done with the ironing, I'm going to place the up body and the lower body and join it at the waist with half of an inch. Okay, so once I'm done joining the waist, I'm going to go ahead and bring my skirt, the back skirt pattern. I'm going to hold the darts with half of an inch. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'm going to join the down skirt back pattern with the back upper bodies at the waist with half of an inch. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and hold the allowance for the zipper. Once I was done with that, I cut out the fabric for the flounce, and the width is 12 inches, and then the length is just a very long fabric that I folded into 2, so the width is 12 inches. So when I folded it, I'm just going to go ahead and sew. I went ahead to also measure my body's measurements on the fabric, and then I went ahead to pleat the flounce to the side of the dress. All right, if you've watched this video to this point, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you also encourage me that okay, I'm doing something here on YouTube. If you're learning, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so I've gone ahead to join the front bodies to the back bodies. Okay, with the allowance that I had already marked on the fabric earlier. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead to cut the sleeve for this pattern, for this dress. So I went ahead to draw my starting point. My round sleeve is 18 inches, which is 9. I added 2 inches as my allowance. I went ahead to also make 4 inches for the sleeve cap, and then I drew my armhole curve at that point. I'm also going to take the bottom of the round sleeve for the bottom, which is 12 inches. I added 2 inches allowance to it. Okay, so once I was done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and take the armhole that I have for my off shoulder, and I'm going to mark it. I got 5 inch when I measured it, so I'm going to mark it at the armhole point there, and then I'm just going to connect it at that point. This is just to give me the off shoulder for my sleeve. So I went ahead to take the length of my sleeve, which is 10 inches. The fabric that I had from the sequin was not really enough for this sleeve, so I'm just going to make do with what I have left in my fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the sequin fabric, and I'm going to divide it into 2. This was the leftover that I had, so I'm going to divide it into 2, and then I'm going to be pleating it along the lining that I had just cut. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and also pleat the up part of the sleeve. You can go ahead and use elastic. It's much easier if you use elastic. You just cut the elastic for both the top and the bottom, but the customer I was making this fabric for, she's not so comfortable with elastic, so I had to use lining to make the pleats and the puff. But you can still achieve this using an elastic. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I went ahead to close the sleeve. I measured my round sleeve for the bottom, which was 12 inches, and then I went ahead to also close the armhole part. Okay, so once I was done with that, this is what the sleeve looks like. It looks so beautiful, like when you also use an elastic. So I've gone ahead to attach my sleeve to my bodice. Okay, so we're almost done with the dress. I used 1/2 inch to join the armhole of the sleeve to the main bodice. Okay, so once I was done with that, I went ahead to attach my zipper to the dress, and then once I was done attaching the zipper to the dress, so I went ahead to stitch my slits, because this was an overlap sleeve, so I used the pin to hold it down and then stitch the slit at that point so that it doesn't just open when she walks. So once I was done with that, this is the final look of our dress. If you'll be recreating this outfit, let me know in the comment section, and also the next video you want me to post. Thank you for always watching my video and subscribing. See you in my next video. Bye.